Okay. All right. Seems like the stream is working. All right. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I am Megan. I'll be the host for today. We are the Sentio Project. Today we'll be talking about different mental illnesses that are found in that are commonly found within children, teenagers, and young adults. So for today, we have three speakers for today. If you have any questions of sorts, you can just type in the comments. You can say hello, do whatever you want. It's fine. So we'll begin today's stream. Today's stream is more of a casual talk about different mental illnesses that are found. So to begin today's stream, we will go straight to our speaker, Aman. Aman, you there? Say hi.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. All right, just straight away.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So, good morning, everyone. I'm Aman, and so let's. I'm not gonna make this like really nervous or something. So, good morning, everyone. Have you guys had your breakfast?
Did they have their breakfast?
No, you guys.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh no. I just woke up. To be honest with you, I just woke up.
All right.
Yeah.
What about the others?
Yeah.
Have you guys had breakfast?
Oh, I mean, Chong is in his car, so I'm going to guess he has had his breakfast. Oh, Thomas said hi. Good morning. Good morning, Thomas.
Good morning, Thomas.
Yeah,
Well, speaking of breakfast and eating, when you speak about breakfast, there's eating, right? And speaking of eating, there's a disorder that's called eating disorder, if you guys don't know. And I just heard about it like a week ago. Then I'm going to talk about eating disorder. So, eating disorder, there are many types of eating disorder. There's three types. There's one called anorexia nervosa, and one is called bulimia, and one of them, the last one is binge eating disorder, which is bad. And for example, those are like psychological disorder that involve extreme disturbance in eating behavior. So I don't know the benefit or the cons and benefits of it. So I'm not really sure, but I just found it on the web. According to the web, eating disorder can happen among teenagers at the age between 13 to 16. And how are you guys, by the way?
what?
You guys don't have this kind of disorder, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, maybe you guys have, but you don't know.
Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Let me change the output like this. Who knows?
Who knows? And there's a few signs that you might have anorexia, and that because it's like really common in Malaysia actually. There's like one in every 100 females and males. All right. Well, teens with anorexia fear gaining weight and are at least 50% below their ideal body weight. They believe the main gauge of self-worth is their own body image. Well, simply say that anorexia simply referred as anorexia.
Yeah.
It's characterized by a voluntary restriction of food intake, which is like, how can I say this? You kind of want to eat more, but you kind of restrict yourself from not eating that much. So you can like lose some weight, which is like, I think if you want to lose weight, just like, eat as much as you want and do exercise more often. Well, for those people that is suffering from anorexia, have a disordered vision of their body combined with a fear of gaining weight. So I think that's why they doesn't like to eat that much. Well, experts believe many Malaysian girls are bulimic and have kept the problem as a secret. By the way, bulimic is not like some racist term. It's the person that have bulimia.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I remember in high school, I just remember seeing so many girls in the cafeteria just take a small bite of their chicken and just toss it all away because they say, "Oh, I'm too full already." Well, they're not full. They're just like
Trying
trying
to
to,
lose weight. Yeah.
yeah, they're trying to lose
But that's
weight.
that's the eating disorder.
Yeah.
They have problem. They should go see the doctor, I think. Well, I continue with my presentation, I guess. Bulimia often starts in the late teens and early adulthood. People with bulimia go through cycles of eating enormous amount of food, followed by purging by vomiting, which is like after you eat, then you straight up vomit it out. I don't know what you eat then. As with bulimia nervosa, people with binge eating disorder have episodes of binge eating in which they consume large quantities of food in a brief period, experience a sense of lost control over their eating, and are distressed by binge eating behavior. Unlike people with bulimia nervosa, however, they do not regularly use compensatory behaviors to get rid of the food by inducing vomiting or fasting. The binge eating the binge eating is chronic and can lead to serious health complications including obesity, diabetes, hypertension, and cardiovascular diseases. Yeah. And eating disorder is highly prevalent among university students worldwide. However, in Malaysia, studies on eating disorder is scanty and were mostly conducted among medical students. Yes. Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
for me,
So
guys.
I'm just looking at the
I don't know.
chat. Thomas Evans said, "Might as well give me rest of the chicken." Might say that's very unhealthy. That's like very unsanitary. I wouldn't recommend eating someone else's chicken that you don't know. Just saying. But yeah,
Yes,
do
it's COVID.
yeah, COVID. That's and other diseases. You don't know what they have. Just to be safe, don't eat random people's food. Just to inform everyone in chat, we are not doctors or medical professionals. We're just a bunch of college students who are just trying to inform everyone the different type of mental illnesses that can occur to younger people. I for one have experienced a lot of mental illnesses, and as a child, no one really talked about it. So I didn't know that I had certain mental illnesses, and I feel like this way we can at least tell some people like, hey, this is normal, this is a thing, don't worry about it. You're fine, just go and see someone. So we can continue on. And Chong is smoking. Chong, it's your turn. Yours is anxiety, isn't it? Chong, is he here? Chong,
You muted?
can he hear us? Okay, it appears that Chong is in a park.
Hello.
Chong, hey.
Wait, I go inside my car. Wow.
Okay. So that's happening. All right.
Is it my turn to present?
Yes, it's your turn to present, Chong.
Okay. Sorry. Is it too noisy outside?
No, we don't hear.
Yeah,
No
we don't really
background.
hear it, Chong.
Hang on.
Let's
It's
see.
only been 15 minutes I've been talking about.
15 minutes? Really?
I mean, we started at 11, right?
Kind of ish. 11ish, you know.
I was nervous.
Hey,
Sorry, I'm closing my
casual
window.
talk. This is a casual talk.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Okay, so I start my presentation now, yeah?
Roswell. Roswell, it's not the time. We have mental health, but we don't have respiratory health. Okay.
Oh God, Russell, no.
Okay, John, go ahead.
Okay, all right. Good morning, fellow viewers. So today my segment on this presentation will be on anxiety. Okay. So firstly, we have to know what anxiety is. So basically, anxiety is your body's natural response to stress. It's a feeling of fear or apprehension to what's to come. First day of school, going to job interview, or giving a speech may cause someone to feel fearful or nervous. To understand about it more, anxiety disorder are the most common mental disorders and affect nearly 30% of adults at some point in their lives. So it's actually a very common thing. However, anxiety disorders are treatable and a number of effective treatments are available. Treatment helps most people lead normal productive lives. Okay. So basically anxiety, there are a few things that cause anxiety. So there's a few factors. So which are stress, genetics, brain chemistry, traumatic events, or environmental factors. And there are also a few types of anxiety. So the most common one would be generalized anxiety disorder, which is marked by exaggerated anxiety and worry about everyday life events for no obvious reason. People with symptoms generalized anxiety disorder tend to always expect disaster, can't stop worrying about health, money, family, work, or school. And another type of anxiety is panic disorder, where these panic people have anxiety. It causes panic attacks, which are sudden feelings of terror when there is no real danger. You may feel as if you are losing control. You may also have physical symptoms such as fast heartbeat.
Oh, Chong is gone. He is gone. Since we're talking about anxiety, I for one have experienced anxiety, and I didn't know I was experiencing anxiety. Because mental health wasn't really talked about as a kid. When I was a kid, no one really talked about mental health. So when people say, "Oh, anxiety," I just thought that, "Oh, that just means nervousness." Does that mean like nervousness and stuff? So I just assumed that whatever I'm feeling was just, "Oh, that's just me being weird and stuff." So I remember like having panic attacks a lot as a kid, and I didn't know why, what was happening. And I just remember feeling like dread every time I want to go to school, every time I don't. I just remember it was really bad. And it took me about until I was 16 until I realized, like, oh, wait a second, I need help. Yeah, so this is why I feel like it's a good thing that we start talking about mental health more openly like this and on live stream. So, oh, Chong is back.
Sorry.
Yeah, you good? Uh, so yeah, that's my story on anxiety. Horrible time, might I say. Horrible time.
I don't think I have experienced like anxiety or any other disease stuff, to be honest. I'm kind of lucky.
Yeah. I had horrible anxiety when I was younger. It was bad. Like to the point where like some part of me was like, "Oh, don't go to this event. Don't go to school. Don't go to this. Something bad will happen to you." Even though nothing was going to happen, it was still like a feeling inside of me that says like, "Yo, don't go there." Like, "Oh, that person's talking bad about you," even though they're just sitting down doing absolutely nothing. And it's like, "Oh, that person's doing something. Oh, that one." And it's like it just keeps on building and building. And I remember like at some point when if someone like raised their voice just a bit at me, there was a point where
It's
I
very
would start
easy.
having like a panic attack. and it was bad. Like I said, hyperventilating. I started believing that I was gonna die. It was weird. It was a very weird time in my life, and yeah, because like when back then I didn't know what panic attacks were, so I just assumed that I was gonna die. This is something wrong, and then like it wasn't until like I
So
started like
everyone,
yeah, it was
I think
Die
everyone
from a
was
panic
very
attack, right?
yeah.
everyone was
So like when it happened, it was bad, and like it wasn't until like I was 16 I started going more interested in what is going on with me, what's wrong with my mental health and stuff. That was when I found out that oh, so panic attacks was a thing. I should probably like take care of myself more. I should probably like stop second guessing myself. I should probably stop like being alone and start talking to people more about how I am. And yeah, so now I'm a bit more. I'm okay now. A bit okay now. Not so bad. I can talk in front of people now, which is good. I don't mind going to
I
events.
still can't talk in front of people. I'm kind of like what's it called? Introvert. That's what they call.
Introverted, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But in school, I was like really talkative. I made the class laugh and everything. But
so basically you're the platform.
yeah, kind of like the class clown.
Yeah.
But now I kind of like scared from talking with strangers. But until now, I think I'm comfortable talking with you guys.
Aw, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, that's nice to hear. Yeah. You can imagine my shock after like years and years of me like keeping myself hidden from everyone. That turns out I'm actually an extroverted person. I like talking. I like meeting new people. Yeah. Yeah, so like anxiety can do things to people that you don't really realize is happening. So yeah. Yeah. Chong seems to be gone. I
So is he
luckily
really gone?
luckily I have his notes. Yeah, Thomas, anxiety sucks. It sucks really bad. You know what? You know what I say to anxiety? Wait, no, I can't cuss. Wait a second. I was about to say
You
something that I
can
realized
pass the lesson
Oh,
that
you're
you
about to
did.
cuss?
I cannot cuss.
Oh God! You can't. You can't. Like, I can see
Boo to anxiety. How about a boo to anxiety? This is a PG-13
Family friendly.
family friendly
Yes, Thomas.
discussion.
Refrain thyself. Refrain thyself. You
Do you
think
think introvert person have to do
What-
something with mental health?
this person looks familiar. Oh, okay.
Refrain thyself. Do you think introverted person
Probably
has something to
not
do
really.
with mental health?
Depends. Depends.
I mean depends, but I don't really think an introverted person really have to do much with mental health. More on how they view things. Like, that's actually a really good question. Our lecturer.
We didn't expect that.
Yes, our lecturer. Shout out to her.
Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think introverted person has something to do with mental health? It's
Depends.
Well, I think it's like 50% though. Because if you need that, like, for example, as a kid, I always scared to go buy things by myself because I don't want to face the cashier by myself. So it's kind of like a problem. But now it's all right.
maybe it's like maybe social anxiety where you just
Yeah.
don't want to like talk to someone. It could be viewed like that as well. Introverted people could be viewed like
I
they're
used to
more
be
of
like that.
they're more afraid and conscious of what people are thinking of them. Maybe that's why. I personally I can't really say anything about it. I've only dealt with anxiety itself. I'm not really introverted. I'm yeah. So maybe you guys can say something about it. Who knows? You guys seem introverted. Who knows? I see Chong's notes right now. Where did he left off again? He left off at somewhere. Okay.
No, I can't really get what he's talking at. But personally, I have no idea.
My neighbors are just banging on the walls and I don't know why. I'm afraid. Anyways, so here are his notes. Uh okay, anxiety can be caused by a variety of things: stress, genetics, brain chemistry, traumatic events, or environmental factors. Some symptoms can be reduced with anti anxiety medication, but even with medication, people may still experience some anxiety or even panic attacks. Okay. I heard I'm not condoning this, okay? Because we live in Malaysia and drugs are bad. But I heard in some countries they use marijuana or weed to help calm some people down. So I just
That's
thought I should
interesting.
I should mention that because that's the only medication I know that people use. I don't know what else. I don't use it. I don't condone using it because you can get arrested here. I'm just saying. It's just one way people do use it, okay? Uh, okay. Different types of anxiety. There is generalized anxiety disorder. It's more an excessive or exaggerated anxiety and worry about everyday lives for no obvious reason. I've experienced that. People with symptoms of generalized anxiety disorder tend to always expect disaster and can't stop worrying about health, money, family, work, or school. Panic disorder. Panic disorder is a type of anxiety disorder that causes panic attacks. Oh, what is going on here? Okay. If the chat stops, then we use the same link. Okay, we use the same link. Again, it causes panic attacks, which are sudden feelings of terror that is no real danger. You may feel as if you're losing control. You may also feel physical symptoms such as fast heartbeats. Social anxiety disorder. Anxiety disorder, also known as social phobia, is a mental health condition which is intense, persistent fear that is being as of being watched and judged by others. This fear can affect work, school, and your other day-to-day activities. It can even make it hard to keep friends. Okay? Specific phobias. Specific phobias is an intense, irrational fear of something that poses little to no danger. Although adults with phobias may realize that this fear are irrational, even thinking about facing the feared object or situation brings severe anxiety symptoms. I don't know about you, but as a kid, I was deadly afraid of the dark. Like, deadly afraid. Like, I couldn't. When I saw a dark place, I was like, nah, I ain't going there, nah. So, like even like now, I mean, now I'm not so afraid of dark. I'm not afraid of that. I'm more afraid of closed space. Thinking of like you're stuck in a small space, like in a cave, no way out. That's like, oh, I would cry. I was like, no, I don't want to be. I'm claustrophobic. I don't want to be anywhere here. Go away. I don't want to be in that position in like a tight space. Ugh, just nah.
Claustrophobia.
Yeah. Okay. Obsessive compulsive disorder. OCD, and post traumatic stress disorder (PTSD). OCD and PTSD are characterized by intrusive, distressing clinical I cannot pronounce that word. Phenomenology. I can't pronounce that word. I'm sorry. Whereas OCD can start after precipitating events. PTSD is defined by experiencing severe trauma. Both disorders are, another word I cannot pronounce, eliminated by exposure during psychotherapy, suggesting an underlying common mechanism. If Chong was here, he would explain what that means, but he's not here. So let's continue on. Major depressive disorder, a mental disorder characterized by persisting mood, and long term loss of pleasure and interest in life, often with other symptoms such as disturbed sleep, feeling guilt or inadequacy, and suicide thoughts. Related illnesses. Many people with anxiety disorder also have a co-occurring disorder or mental illnesses, which can make their symptoms worse and recovery more difficult. Inessential to be treated for both disorders. Tips on how to cope with anxiety. Understand that anxiety is not your fault. Discover positive self concept. Learn to love and parent yourself. Keep active. Studies on part. Okay, this is not fair to me. I'm dyslexic. I can't read. This is not fair. Okay, hold on. Studies on participation in literary activities have shown improvement in self and life satisfaction, which helps in reducing depression and anxiety and helps enhance a person's self of well-being, while the evidence about effectiveness of exercise alone is mixed. According to Sport England, participation in physical activity and sport has been shown to be effective in reducing depression, anxiety, psychological distress, and emotional disturbance. So yeah, on how to cope with anxiety, I can understand that. Like, anxiety is not really my fault. It's based on my environment in school. School was a very weird place. I'm sure for all of us it was a weird place because like that's the time when you're like learning about yourself and you're like, huh, this place sucks. Everyone here is so judgy. Why are they so judgy? Oh, okay. Hello. Do hold on a bit. That's a bit weird. Give me a moment. Just Yep. Hold on. Technical difficulties.
What happened?
Meeting finished apparently. I don't know. This is weird. Wait, hold on. Let me brain is not working. Hold on. Give me a moment.
Wait, do we need to tell them that it's the same link?
I feel like they should know.
Chris doesn't know. All of you.
I mean, they can. The stream is still going, but
Yeah.
it's fine. Let me just figure this out for a bit.
There's a limit to it?
Apparently, it's. I don't know. It's so weird.
Maybe you can change it, I think. Wait, hold on, let me see.
Okay, problem is fixed. I hope. Hold on.
Hopefully.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, it's technical
Yeah, I'm just saying
difficulties.
that. I'm just saying that. Just in case.
Oh, as for the viewers, you can see, I've there's a here's a suicide hotline. that might be useful. Just saying. Therapy websites like BetterHelp, Talkspace, Cerebral, and Wellnight. Those websites might help in case you don't want to like visit someone face to face. Perhaps you might want to check them out through a website. Maybe you want to text them, email them, call them, and stuff. So yeah, go check out this therapy websites. They might help you if you are anxious to meet someone in real life. So yeah. Right, we're back. We're back again. Hello, sorry about that. Okay, let's see the chat for a bit. Yes,
PTSD.
we do plan on what we're talking about in the stream. Mainly this stream is more for casual talk, not a serious talk, because we want people to talk about mental health more casually. So we're going to talk about mental health casually as we can. That's mainly our
Yeah, we
goal.
don't want to implement stress on people.
Yeah, our goal is mainly to like make it more normal to talk about mental health. Because I'm not sure about you guys, but when I was growing up, when I talked about like my mental health, people would just say, "Oh, it's just a feeling. You're still young. You don't know what it's like." Like I'm experiencing something. I need help. That was like my thing, and I was like, yeah. So I wish people would talk about mental health more casually when I was younger. But maybe we can help someone in the future with this. But introverted person tend to save all their problems within themselves and make it stressed out. Yeah, some introverted people tend to save all their problems within themselves, but it really depends on the person himself. Like perhaps some introverted people, they're more open in some ways, open as an introverted person can be. Claustrophobia, hence why you don't go to case. Yeah, PTSD is common, especially when you I don't experience PTSD. I'm sorry, I never experienced PTSD, so I can't really say much. But from what I know of PTSD, you can find PTSD on like victims, abuse victims, perhaps, maybe soldiers and such, because it's a trauma that they had to go through, and yeah. Hold on.
Open to the right person.
Yeah, I feel like with certain mental illnesses, people try. I do agree that you should open up to the right person. Maybe your family member who you trust, friends, professionals. Go to professionals, because I feel like professionals, they'll give you the right answer. Because I feel like if it's like some family members, they wouldn't really understand. So they'll be like, "Oh, you're just feeling sad. Oh, you're just nervous. Don't worry about it." I mean, maybe some family members can help, but just be careful. Yeah, just be careful. Right. For our next speaker, Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hello, people. I don't know if you can hear me because I'm wearing a mask and it's muffled.
Shout.
God, God, no, the last time I shouted, everyone was afraid of me. So,
Just scream into the microphone. Let everyone hear.
oh, bloody. Oh, hell.
Let
No.
the whole Sabah hear
So,
you scream.
Okay, so hello, viewers. The name is Christina. You can call me Chris for short if you feel like it. So I'll be covering up the part for depression. So I want to ask you guys, what do you guys know about depression?
Depression sucks.
I know
Yeah,
it sucks.
I
It sucks to
experienced
everyone.
depression before, to be honest.
Yeah. As depression sucks ass. For my point of view.
Hey,
Huh?
hey, No cussing here.
Oh yeah,
man.
sorry. I mean, but it sucks. But there you go. I mean, it sucks bad. Whatever. But from my experience, from depression, I feel like I remember I was the weird kid that would sit in the corner of the classroom where no one wanted to talk to her. That was the I was the that I was that weird kid. The kid that sat next to the trash can. That one. I was that kid, and I remember like crying by myself. Yeah, it was bad. I needed someone back then. I really needed someone back then, but I'm more open to it to talking about it because I was like that kid that sat at the back of the classroom crying to herself because no one. I was alone and sad. I say sad, but I was quite in a very bad state of mind where I'm going to say it. I was actually quite suicidal as a kid, and like, yeah, cause I don't know what I feel like that it was mainly due to school. School, it was due to school, and I felt quite isolated and alone through school. Like throughout primary school to high school, I was like, because as I mentioned, I'm dyslexic, so meaning I'm a bit more slower when it comes to certain things. So people just assume that I was either being stupid, or I just didn't want to study. Whereas I did try to study very hard, but I just couldn't get it. So like it took me a very long time to actually understand that oh, I am dyslexic. I shouldn't really compare myself to other people who are more like I say normal in a quotation like so like I remember like even the teachers used to say bad things about me and I just remember like it was quite difficult for me as a kid and a teenager because like I would always hear people call me stupid or like sombong because they thought that I didn't want to study and I was like no, I am trying, it's just that it's very difficult for me to try. So it wasn't like I mentioned when I was 16 when I started like taking care of myself. It's when I kind of realized like, oh, I shouldn't really hold myself to their standards. I should hold myself to my own standards. And so I started studying by myself. Instead of trying to follow them, I did things by myself. And it actually helped. And yeah, that was pretty bad time. Pretty bad time for me. Yeah. So yeah, I mean I'm over it now. So yeah. Depression
They just
sucks.
straight up say to your face, like, they just straight up say to your face, stupid.
No, they would. Well, I remember they did say something straight to my face. But then like I remember like they would always say things to my back. Yeah, they didn't think I would hear them. They did. I don't.
A-holes.
Yeah, they were the jerks, and like I mean I understood from their point of view. They think that because no one knew that I was dyslexic. No one really knew I was dyslexic. So I could also understand from their point of view. They think like, oh, she's just like some sombong kid that doesn't want to study, and she's like what's it called, sombong kaya? Is that the word? Like or
I don't know. My Malay isn't that
I don't
good.
know, but like they think like oh
My BM is not really that good.
yeah, my BM is also I took me so long to understand understand BM. It's like learning a different language is just I cannot. I mean, English I'm okay with. Talking in English is good. Reading in English is bad. BM is just a whole different world for me. I do try. I do try to understand my best,
What
but
about
then
Chinese?
I learn. I try to learn Chinese in kindergarten. My teacher was I can't say the word. Female dog. You know the
Oh, I know that. I know
yeah
that. I know
yeah
that word.
yeah. She was
Okay,
she
okay.
was to a 6-year-old. She was very yeah yeah. It's quite bad. But yeah, that's my experience with depression and suicidal thoughts. It's mostly feeling of loneliness and isolation. That's for me. So yeah. Though I'm okay now. I mean, I do like have like ups and downs, but I'm good. I'm fine. I can go
Are
to
you
people.
really?
Yeah. So yeah.
All right. Thank you, Megan, for sharing your past experience. Okay, so for those of you who doesn't know what depression actually is, it is actually a common yet serious mental disorder that negatively affects the way you feel, the way you think, and your actions as well. Well, fortunately for some people, it's treatable, and depression is usually a cause of the constant feeling of sadness and a loss of interest in the activities that you want have passion from. For example, there was a time that I have a passion for choral speaking. Okay, and after a series of events, I eventually gave up because like for those of you who knew me from my secondary school days and primary school days, you know, and for those who don't, try guessing. It's pretty hard to explain. Well, anyways, moving on. Well, with depression, you may have trouble doing daily activities, and sometimes you may feel as if life isn't worth living. For example, you somehow question the purpose, your purpose in life. It's like, why do I even exist? Am I a mistake? Am I the blunder? Am I the drama? And yeah, a lot of depression. And depression isn't a weakness, just to put that out for you guys. And you can't just simply snap out of it because it's not a phase. It's a medical condition and you should really get checked out. Yeah. For the viewers and as well as the two right here, if my voice is kind of low, please remind me because I tend to go on and on. So moving on to the symptoms, we have the feeling of sadness, tearfulness, emptiness, and hopelessness. Yeah, you just feel sad out of no reason at all. You just feel sad and empty. Well, other than that, we have angry outbursts, irritability, or frustration, even over trivial matters like someone accidentally nudge you and you just go all out and punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. My poor mother. So I wasn't physically like no physical outburst. It's more like verbal outbursts. I was, yeah. My poor mother. I mean, she was patient. She was patient with me. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So moving on, we have the loss of interest or pleasure in all of the things you usually do. For example, hobbies, sports, and even things you want a passion of. Yeah, sometimes it just goes away and you just sit there, not wanting to do anything, and you just want to sit there and exist, just breathing and not doing anything. So moving on, we have like sleep disturbance, including insomnia, or you just sleep too much. For example, it's already 8 o'clock and the sun is like grazing down on your face and you're still sleeping. I can't understand how people do this. I can't, but yeah, it is what it is. So moving on, we have
Actually, I remember when I think the longest I have not slept was 3 days because I couldn't sleep whatsoever. Like no matter what I did, I remember like it was really bad. I couldn't sleep for 3 days at all.
3 days straight?
3 days straight, yeah.
No closing your eyes.
Like no, I couldn't sleep. Like I tried to sleep, but I couldn't sleep. And I remember just staring at my ceiling for like hours and hours on end, just like that, like because I couldn't sleep. Yeah, it was.
You don't feel tired?
I do feel tired, but I can't sleep. It's like
for some reason you're awake.
Yeah, it wasn't like in case if people don't know this, if you don't sleep for a certain amount of time, you start to hallucinate. In case you don't know this, you will start seeing
Monsters.
No monsters. It's like you start seeing things and you're just like, I should go to bed. I should go to bed. This is too much now. So yeah. So yeah. So do sleep, guys. It's important to sleep early and wake up early, you know. Yeah. Oh, Chris is buffing.
Chris is like,
Yeah, just sleep. Don't be like us. Don't be moving on. Yeah, moving on. We have like lack of energy. Even the smallest of tasks can make you take on an extra effort. For example, you're just reading, and reading doesn't actually requires any effort. You just read, and somehow you just feel like, oh, this is getting tiring. Yeah, that's a sign of depression. And I guess the next thing is probably all of you or most of you know about, which is weight loss or weight gain due to reduced appetite or increased craving for food, depending on the person itself. I mean him or herself, not itself. So next one we have anxiety, agitation, and restlessness. I don't think I need to explain this one because Megan just explained it
Yeah.
earlier.
Uh,
Yeah. Okay. So next one we have slow thinking, speaking, and body movement. So let me explain this actually. Slow when you are depressed and basically everything around you sort of slow down, and which leads to your mind naturally slowing down, which means that your way of thinking just becomes blurred all of a sudden. The way you speak and your body movement is also slowed. And it has everything to do with depression because when you're depressed, you're not in the mood to be active, and therefore everything around you just kind of blurred down. And
I'm not
Yeah.
sure you guys, but then like I do understand that. I do experience it, but when I think about it, right? Have you guys ever watched Twilight? Like
nah.
the second one. Is it the second one? I think it's the second one. It's when
what the hell is spoiler?
I forgot what it called. I don't really, but then like it's about like Edward, the main guy, left Bella, and then she got so depressed that she just sat by her window, and then like it just shows her like zoning. It shows her like zoning out, and then like the seasons go by and stuff. And I feel like I don't know why, but that when I talk about like how I was, I just imagine that like just like zoning out, staring into like nothingness. Yeah.
How about negative thinking?
Negative thinking also, yeah, that's also part of depression.
Yeah.
Thank you for mentioning that, Corina. And for Evan,
When you're depressed, when
Fun.
time happens, are you able to recognize that you're facing it?
basically, in my case, I'm able to recognize it as soon as possible. Like how I recognize a lot of things that's happening around me.
I didn't. I just remember for my time, right? I just remember during when class starts, I just zone out. Then immediately class ended, and I'm like, "What happened? Where am I?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm still in school." And I remember, I'm pretty sure, like at some point, someone probably saw me just zoning out, staring into nothingness for the whole day, because I'm just like, "What is happening? I don't know what's going on." Yeah.
Yeah, in my case, as an answer to your question, Evan, I can instantly recognize it. Well, it's some sort of instinct I have, probably. I don't know. We will never know. So moving on, we have trouble thinking, concentrating, or making decisions, and also bad memory. For those people who have like, I think you guys called it as goldfish memory because fish only remembers stuff for 7 seconds. Am I right? Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not onto the trends or anything, so I'm pretty much not very involved. So if you have trouble thinking or you have trouble concentrating, like how Megan said, you just constant zoning out from like current situations, and also you have a hard time making decisions. For example, oh, I want to eat, and I want to sleep, so you can't decide which one you need to do. Yeah, those are signs of depression as well.
Mm.
And just, not, sorry. So, second off, we have frequent and recurrent thoughts of death, which is also known as suicidal thoughts or attempts. So this is literally a common thing about depression that everyone probably knows about, so I don't need to explain much about it.
Mm.
Yeah, so if you think about offing yourself, yeah, just talk to someone you trust or a professional. Like, do literally anything you can to help yourself.
That's the thing about
And
suicidal thoughts is that I'm sorry to interrupt you again, but it's like it's more like you you don't feel like you're there. If that makes sense. It's like when you're in a depressive state, right? You feel so numb to all emotions, but then you still feel something, but you don't understand what that feeling is. So like when you're in like a suicidal state, like I was, it was like it was almost like I wasn't there, but I was there at the same time. And you don't really understand what you're doing until like it happens and you're just like, "Oh, like I remember I'm going to go really dark right now. Just fair warning, I'm going to go dark, okay?" So I remember one time I was it was an event and we were at a hotel and I just remember feeling so isolated and lonely and just void of emotions and almost like that. And I remember just going up to the roof of the hotel and standing by the ledge as if like I wanted to jump. It was like almost like I wasn't really thinking. It was more like my body was just as if like go for it, just go for it. And then like yeah, it's like you don't really feel it. You don't really think about it until like it's about to happen. And that's why like yeah, it's like you don't really understand what's happening until it's like yeah. But luckily someone was there to stop me. Of course like they didn't know what was happening. They just assumed that I was just like looking outside just to look at the city, but I was actually like close to like jumping. So luckily they like, hey, let's go back inside and just chill. And then I was like, oh, like, they luckily like knocked me out of my like state, and they're like, oh shit.
Megan, if you don't mind me asking, how do you have access to the roof? I thought mostly the roofs of most hotels are like locked off.
How did I go access to upstairs? Well, actually, I don't really want to name the event. I don't want to name the event because it's like, yeah.
I know, I
so,
know.
so like, where we are, there was like a ballroom or like a room. I said
Yeah, the
ballroom
ballroom.
lah, ballroom. And there's a ballroom there, and through like a hallway, there's like a swimming pool, and the swimming pool is like a outdoor-ish swimming pool, and it's on the roof of the hotel. So like I managed to go through the hall, and like they didn't close off the hallway, so I go to the hallway, go to the swimming pool area, and there's like the ledge near the swimming pool area. So like that's how I got up there. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I know which hotel you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's not name hotels. Let's not name hotels. So let's
I
just
know, I'm not gonna name
yeah.
it, I just know.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah. There's a lot of instances where that was not the only instance where I was quite close to committing suicide. There was other instances as well. Yeah. Yeah. That's my story.
Okay, thank
Like
you.
I
Once
mean
again,
now
I guess.
now I can laugh about it because it's like I'm over it, or at this point I've learned to love myself. But back then it was bad. It was really bad. Yeah.
Alright. So, if someone tells you that depression is like the same with sadness or bereavement, also known as grief, so let me differentiate it for you. The death of a loved one, loss of a job, or even the ending of a relationship are difficult experiences for a person to endure, which is true. But it is normal for feelings of sadness and grief to develop in the response to such situations. those experiencing that situations often might describe themselves as being depressed. Well, here's the thing: being sad is not the same as having depression. The grieving and mourning process is natural and unique to each individual and shares some of the same features of depression. But both sides, grief and depression, involve like intense sadness and withdrawal from usual activities, and they are also different in important ways. So I'm just gonna explain grief, and you can probably tell the difference between it. So in grief, painful feeling comes in waves, often intermixed with positive memories of the disease, whereas in major depression, mood or no interest are decreased for most of 2 weeks. So meaning to say that if you're in grief, if you're grieving or mourning, often the feelings come and go and it's mixed up with positive memories. Whereas if you are depressed, all you feel is negative thoughts. You can't even think of a positive thing in your life. Well, also, if you're grieving, self-esteem is usually maintained. Yeah, if you're grieving and your self-esteem is still there, it won't decrease. It's not like the person dies and your self-esteem dies along with it. It doesn't work like that. So in depression, the feeling of worthlessness and self-loathing are common. So let's just say people with depression just feel like they are not worth it, and they blame themselves for something. Whereas in grieving, the thought of death may surface when thinking or when you're fantasizing about joining the deceased loved one of yours. For example, well, I'm just gonna put it really dark. For example, let's say your cat or your dog just died. Sad, right? And you just sort of have the thought of joining it, if you know what I mean. You just joining it in the afterlife or whatever that place is, you guys call it. Whereas in depression, the thoughts are focusing on ending one's life due to feeling worthlessness, which means that you don't feel like your worth existing in this space, and you just can't.
Oh, she's lagging.
The pain of depression, and grieving is just like you just fantasize about joining your deceased loved one. It's grieving is just fantasizing that situation, whereas when you're depressed, you're highly focused on it. I mean to say that you may commit such an act. Oh God, my earbuds are dying. So, depression symptoms in children and teenagers are sadness, irritability. Sorry, my pronunciation is pretty bad right now.
That's fine.
Clinginess, very anxious and pain, refusal to go to school, or being underweight. And for teens, it's using recreational drugs and alcohol, eating or sleeping too much, self-harm, loss of interest in normal activities, and avoidance of social interaction. So for the parents out there, if you are watching this, your child clinging onto you and refusing to go to school may or may not be a sign of depression. And for the kids who are watching this, don't take this as an excuse to skip school. Trust me, you'll regret.
I found it a reason to skip school.
No.
Don't
Kids, you better
stay
not
in
follow
school,
this.
kids. Stay in school.
Stay in school. Don't be like me.
Don't be like us. Don't be like us.
Yeah, don't be like us.
I skip school too.
Skip school. Yeah. I mean, at some point, at least some kids skip school. Yeah, it's like it's inevitable.
Skip school, but yeah.
They're not sick though. It's like for a reason that you kind of want to hide it.
Yeah, you wanna hide.
Homework. I had an experience before. I didn't do my homework, and the teacher used to cane people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in that was middle school, I think. But in high school, they never use cane. That's why I love high school more than middle school.
I mean, at that point, like they cannot expect you to act like an adult. So like,
Yeah.
yeah. Like for me lah, going back to like anxiety and stuff, like that's the reason why I always felt like I was afraid to go to school. I was like very afraid to go to school, and couldn't explain why. It was just like I didn't want to go to school, and because of that, it's always feeling of like nervousness and stuff. And you know when you get nervous, you get stomach aches. So I always get stomach aches when I go to school. So like,
Oh.
yeah. So like I was
Before we start the stream, I actually took a dump.
yeah. Oh, Chris is going.
Oh.
Wait, oh, you'll be back. So yeah, like you just get so afraid that you get stomach aches, and then like you feel like vomiting, you feel nauseous, and it's like, oh, she's switching. Okay, she's switching devices.
I just keep talking about the stories.
Yeah, so like I just remember. Oh yeah, if you found the wait what, Roswell, if you found the right one, you will love yourself. Well, too bad I'm single, so fudge that. I already love myself.
I
Like
can't say I'm single or taken though.
I am the right one, so I love myself already. So whatever. So
Self-love.
it's okay to become selfish.
What about you, Roswell?
Yeah, what about you, Roswell?
You have a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got someone. You're so eager to like talk about ours. You don't want to talk about yours.
Yeah, Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas. It's yeah. I mean, like, I feel like that's kind of
Is that
associated.
normal? Is that normal?
I feel like that
Like,
is normal when you
when
get
you're
so
nervous,
nervous.
take a-
You get stomach aches. That was like me lah. I got a lot of stomach aches, but it wasn't like I want to take a dump. It's more like I'm in pain type of stomach aches. It's
Yeah,
like
can you hear me?
I actually like
Come on.
taking dumb because it feels good sometimes.
for me, it's just yeah. We can hear you, Chris. For me, it's more like I'm in pain type of stomach aches, like sharp pains. It was the worst. Oh yeah, and I just assume like, oh, I'm just sick. But no, I mean, yeah, yes, I do have like a weak immune system, but those were more like I was just afraid of going to school and facing my peers and stuff. It was like that.
Okay.
Everyone's
so-
beautiful, Roswell. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Everyone.
since I'm basically just using my phone, so I can't really open my camera.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Don't worry, that's fine.
Okay. So where did I drop off? Oh yeah, the symptoms. Not
Okay.
bad. So
Wait, hold on. Sorry, Roswell. You're beautiful. Don't worry. Everyone has their own beauty standards.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
worry.
You have a
You're
beautiful voice,
beautiful.
by the way. I like your singing.
Yes, you're very good singing. You're
Yeah.
amazing. Don't worry. Everyone's beautiful in their own way. Like me.
wow, what a great way
I'm
to
beautiful.
motivate someone.
Sorry, what?
What a great way to motivate someone, Megan.
Well, I mean, look, everyone has their own beauty standards, but to be honest, maybe person A might not find you attractive, but person B finds you attractive. Like you don't know. Like
Yeah.
you're just
You will
going by
never
the
know.
majority of people. Like maybe someone really like finds you like, ooh yeah, I don't know. I don't know what like
That is a compliment, though.
I don't know what to
Yes.
say. I'm not good at complimenting people. I'm sorry. I'm not really good at that. But yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so for those who are in their 20s or 30s, basically just young adults. Wait, can you?
Are
okay.
30s young adults? are 30s young?
I don't know. To me, I'm already old when I'm 18. So
Oh,
Wait,
I'm almost
oh.
20.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm 18. I'm the youngest, I think.
Uh,
God.
I'm going to reach 20 on January. They say looks matter, but most of the time personality. Yeah, personality always wins. Like guys, you can look as handsome as you can be, but if you have enough
It's really important.
charisma, you're nice, immediately just you get the girl immediately.
True, true.
That's why they say funny guys always gets the girl, because like it just if you manage to get a girl laughing and enjoying her time with you, right? Memang immediately, yeah. Anyways,
Yeah,
continue on.
makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, continue
Okay.
on.
Yeah. For young adults, the symptoms are difficulty in memorizing things, and mood swings. You may be happy for one moment, and the next thing you know, you started going on a rampage, like ripping things apart.
Become the Hulk, just start destroying cars, just screaming at everyone.
Revenge.
But I don't know what the Hulk is. But
Maybe
yeah.
maybe that's what Karen is. You know, like the term Karen.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe
yeah,
maybe
I
they're
see
just
that,
people.
yeah.
Maybe they're just women who are just going through something and they just kind of blow up in that moment.
Menopause. They're going through
Yeah,
menopause.
menopause.
Something like that.
You know the age
Maybe they
between.
got divorced.
You know like Karens are usually the age between divorce and menopause. So like it's like that.
Okay, next we have physical ages of pain. For example, you are just lying in your bed and then suddenly out of all of the blue you just feel like, why is my back feeling so weird and whatnot. And then we have fatigue, loss of appetite, sleep problems, or loss of interest in your. Please don't report me, Facebook. I'm about to say this: loss of interest in sexual activities. Yeah, I don't think it's it's for young adults.
For me,
Kids,
lah.
if you hear this, please don't ask your
We're
parents.
talking about mental health. If you take this down, then you're taking down the talks of mental health. Okay, whatever. So for my experience, what was the other symptoms? You mentioned eating, right? I think does this count with Armand's as well? Because for me lah, when I was in a depressive state, I didn't eat for days sometimes, and because of that, I would get very bad gastric problems. Like I don't know if some people who are watching who know me, I always mention I always had stomach aches, like gastric problems and stuff.
Oh, that's really bad. I experienced
Yeah.
that before. Gastric problem.
Yeah. So like imagine
I was crying.
imagine gastric problems every day. That was like me because I didn't eat a lot. Like I mean now I realize, I mean I still, for me like it's now become a habit now, but I do try to like remember like, oh yeah, I need to eat because like sometimes I forget to eat now because of like due to that episode of mine. I kind of now forget to eat sometimes, so now I need to remind myself again like, oh, eating good, nutrition good.
caveman knowledge, caveman reminder.
Yeah. Food, meat good. I need to eat.
I only eat meat. Do you guys eat vegetable?
Oh yeah, I love vegetables.
Yeah, I also love vegetables.
To be honest, I never eat vegetable before.
You what now?
As a kid I hated vegetables. Now
As a kid, I like, especially raw onions.
Oh, I used to hate onions, and then now I'm like eating onions. I love like broccolis and all that thing. Oh, no, so
I don't know why, but when I try to eat a vegetable, I puke, to be honest.
I mean, I used to always be like that. I used to puke when I used to eat vegetables as well. Yeah, but now I love it.
I just like cucumber.
Oh, cucumbers are good.
Okay, I think we are moving a little bit off.
Yeah,
track
we're moving
here.
off topic. Wait, go back
We
to
are
the
going off
depression.
track
Go back
here.
to the depression. Wait, sorry. Continue on.
All of a sudden, we're talking about eat.
Yeah, I'm hungry. To be honest with you, I've not. It's only
Yeah, I
lunchtime.
haven't-
I've not eaten.
Had breakfast yet too.
I'm hungry. Yeah.
So okay.
Wait, no, wait, hold on.
vegetables.
Wait,
Yeah.
Aman. Thomas asked, is it most vegetables or you mean like some vegetables?
I only eat one type. That's the what's it called though? I don't know about the name of in English, but Chinese it's called mani cai.
Oh, I
What's-
know.
Yeah,
what you
money
mean.
chai toast.
That's scrumptious. That's scrumptious.
Yeah, that's nice. That's the only vegetable I eat.
What's that?
Um.
What kind of?
I think in Fuzhou they call it as lakanai.
I don't know.
Yeah, in
I don't
Fuzhou they
know
call
that.
it.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
but it's cooked with egg. It's really nice.
I'm sorry.
That's
Wait,
the
hold on. Roswell, what do you mean you don't like mushrooms? Mushroom is delicious. You psychopath.
Yeah, it has. Yes, Evans. It has leaves.
Does it have leaves? Yeah, it's only
Yeah,
leaves.
it's sometimes cooked with the stem too, and it's nice.
Oh.
I don't. There's so many vegetables like that. I don't know what. I don't know.
Did your mother ever tell you that when she was little, she used to get into trouble? Your grandma or your grandpa would just hit her with some sort of the stem from a vegetable?
No.
Wait, hold on.
No,
No.
no. Oh god.
Wait. Okay. Wait. Again, we're getting off topic. Okay, stop talking about. Stop talking.
Yeah. Stop, please.
I mean, if
Okay,
if you
so-
can find a vegetable, send it to me. But I don't know. Okay, just go back to
This
go back
one,
to our
this one.
topic.
You can see this?
Okay.
Oh, that.
So there are causes-
Yeah. I've eaten that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are
I've
causes
eaten
and
that.
risk factors.
Alright, back to depression.
Okay, depression. Back to depression.
Back to depression.
Back
So
once more.
there are causes. It's not known exactly what causes depression, but well, there are a variety of factors may be involved, such as biochemistry, which is also known as the brain chemistry. Let me just dive deep into this.
Mm-hmm.
So in the brain, there's something called neurotransmitters, and it's a naturally occurring brain chemical that has a high possibility to play a role in depression. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So recent studies indicates that the change in the function and the effect of those neurotransmitters and how they interact with the neural circuits. Well, I learned biology and I suck at it, so I'm just gonna
I dislike I didn't
Explain
even
what-
learn biology and I hated it. Okay, continue on.
God. Okay, so the neural circuits, which is involved in maintaining mood stability. So if the neurotransmitters and the neural circuits, the way they interact is not pretty. How do I say this pretty positively? It can play a significant role in depression and its treatment.
Oh,
I-
look at that. Look at the WebEx thing again.
I was in science stream, and trust me, I suck at every subject I learn. So yeah. So the next cause is hormones, which is, I think you guys know what hormone is by that, so I may not need to explain about it. Okay. So the changes in the body's balance of hormones may be involved in causing or triggering depression. Like how the hormone in your body triggers your sexual desires. And the hormone changes can result with pregnancy or during the weeks or months after delivery of the infant, also known as postpartum, and also from thyroid problems as well, menopause, thyroid problems, and a number of other conditions. That's a long list, and I'm not going to get into it because we'll be wasting a lot of time. Second is, moving on, we have inherited traits. So a lot of you might not know depression can be inherited by your blood relatives. So do check up in your family where if someone have this type of mental disorder, then maybe you have a high chance that you may get it too. And moreover, we are still not sure about this part because researchers are trying to find the genes that may be involved with it. And moving on, we have personality, which is like people who have low esteem since the beginning, before they even have depression, and people who are easily overwhelmed by stress. So if you can't handle stress, you're more likely to have depression. And also those who are generally pessimistic. Yeah, you may
Life
have depression
sucks.
as well.
The cup is half empty. I don't know what else to say about pessimism.
Yeah. And last but not least, the last cause is environmental factors, which is if you're exposed to violence, neglect, abuse, poverty, or something that might traumatize you, it will make you more vulnerable to depression.
Yeah.
As the saying goes, one hand can't make a sound unless it's being like clapped. Or I don't know what to talk about this, but yeah, if you get what I mean.
I don't get what you mean.
Oh,
I am too smooth brain to understand that.
Well, if there's like Chinese viewers in this live, I'm gonna just speak this in Chinese. You guys can just go and translate it. Which is 一巴掌是拍不响的. There has to be two things tied together to make one problem. Sometimes.
I'm sorry. When you say it like that, right? It sounds so wise.
I know it sounds wrong.
No, it sounds so wise. It's like
I'm not a wise person. I'm a reckless person. I'm not wise. I'm stupid. So yeah.
no. I'm just thinking like, in the movies they're like, oh, like they had Oriental fetish of Asian people. They're like, oh, Asian people are so wise. And like they say like a lot of like proverbs and stuff, and then it's like, and like when you look at like real Asian people, you're just like, what? Are we wise? you saw like every white person's wet dream of an Asian person.
Keep in mind, I'm part white.
Oh yeah, you're half white.
Wait, you are?
Yes, I am. I don't look like it, but yeah, I am.
Chinese and white?
I feel like every time we talk with each other, we just start going off topic here.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so I suppose that's, yeah. Do you have any other stories to tell for each other? Mental health issues or
Well,
anything?
let me just give you an advice. The viewers out there, who are the 6 people watching right now.
7.
That's me. One
Oh,
of them is
you're
me.
nice. Keep the viewers up. Why haven't I done that? Oh yeah, wait, I'm streaming. Fuck, alright, never mind. Oh,
Oh, no.
It's the lecturer.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Facebook, don't ban me. Oh. Okay. Well, that happened again. Hold on. Oh, this WebEx. Why did we choose WebEx? Yeah, this is weird. PG. Yes, I'm trying to be PG-13. Okay, don't worry about it. I'm not sure if anyone else is gonna join me up because I feel like we're almost done with everything. Actually, let's see. Oh, Aman's here. Okay.
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 Damn.
Hopefully
As soon as you
this will
said
be.
that.
Hopefully this will be our last time doing this. Cause oh my gosh. Okay, there you go. Okay.
As soon as you said the F word.
Yeah, I feel like as soon as I said the F word, Facebook no, WebEx was like, no, stop that, no cursing. I mean, I can't help it. I cuss a lot. I learned to cuss. I
cuss a lot too. I cuss in Chinese, English, Malay.
I cuss in German for some reason. I don't know why. I say like I cuss in German. Like, okay.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Yes.
hear you.
All right. So,
So-
as I was saying, if you are going through something, just know that it's not a phase. It's okay to feel whatever you're feeling. And there's no one has the right to judge on that because it's your own emotions and you get to just think about it and talk about it to someone you trust because if people are willing to help, they are willing to listen, then that's good. If people who are just like saying, "Oh, you're just going through a phase," and "Oh, you're just
You're
wanting
too young to
attention."
feel sad. Well, you're just feeling sad. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, those are those like elderly people thoughts. I don't know what's wrong with them, but yeah.
Yeah. You know what
Yeah.
else?
So if
I mean, I'm not gonna discourage anyone on their religious belief. I'm like, I was raised religious and everything, but certain things you need to take action on. I'm not. I know this is so sudden, but as a person who's like faced this and who's heard a lot of different comments, there's some things that you can't really pray on. You can't pray your depression away. I would suggest you actually like visit a professional and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, and you go talk to like your therapist, counselor, or like someone that you trust and you hope that understands you and stuff. Maybe with a friend that you trust, boyfriend or girlfriend, who knows? You don't know. I don't know. I don't know your life. Maybe you might have one that like you trust so dearly. So yeah.
Yeah, just know that in your life, however dark or light it may seem, there's going to be always that one person who's willing to be there for you. So you just find that person, you just talk to him or her, and maybe, just maybe, you may probably get better without even needing a help from a professional.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like I have that person in my life right now. I do sure hell do, but I don't, which is sad. Not sad for me, but sad for people. Well, yeah, that's just my advice. If you want to talk to someone or you don't, and just talk to them. And if you want to find a professional, feel free to do so. Well, you can always talk to me. You guys can see my account right here. I'm always open to just listen. I'm not good at giving advice, but I can listen.
I don't use my Facebook, so don't talk to me. This is just a one-time
Yeah.
thing.
This account is going dead anyways.
Yeah, my account is dead at this point. I just use it for random things. Do note that if you feel like you're in rock bottom, the only way is up. So like, you feel like you're in your lowest low. It's fine, right? This like it can get better, right? It might take days, weeks, months, even years for you to feel better, but you'll get there. You'll get there.
You'll get there. Remember, there's only one thing in your life that matters, and that's you, yourself, and no one else.
So as you guys saw earlier, let me okay. So as I said, go check out some therapy websites because COVID and all. We don't really want to like spread it, so we can't really see each other face to face. So best way is through therapy websites. BetterHelp is one of the most famous therapy websites, and it's quite secure as well. Talkspace is also quite good. Cerebral, I've not really tried that, so I don't really say, but people do recommend it. Well Night is also recommended as well. BetterHelp, I mean, all these therapy websites you need to pay, of course. You can't really get free therapy. Sadly, you can't get free therapy unless, like, I don't know,
Go to
you,
Omegle.
huh?
Go to Omegle.
I feel like that will.
Omega, Omega.
I feel like Omega will cause more mental health issues. It's better not to go there. I've seen some things I don't want to talk
I've
about.
seen-
Oh yeah,
I've seen a lot of things
a
out
lot of
there.
disgusting thing.
Yes. Children who are watching this, please don't go to Omegle.
Don't go to Omega. Don't listen to Aman. Don't listen to Aman on that part. Like, yeah, don't. So like,
You'll regret it. And
yeah. So
your
therapy
parents
websites.
may even disown you for that.
Just yeah, I've seen some things that I rather not talk about. I don't because it's not PG-13, so I can't really talk about it. So anyways,
Yes.
yeah, go check out some of the websites, and if you do feel suicidal, okay, if you do feel suicidal in any way, here's a phone
Probably
number. Befrienders. It's only in Malaysia, sadly. Malaysia Befrienders. So go call that number if you ever feel like you may feel suicidal. You have experiencing any suicidal thoughts? Go ahead, call them. They're open 24/7.
Unless
website.
they put you on hold with that weird creepy
Yeah, if
music.
they put you on hold, I feel like that's like I mean, cause it feels messed up. It's more
True,
messed
true.
up if they do that.
Imagine
Like,
you are suicidal and you're at the edge of a building and you're
please
just
hold, and then they
hold me.
they play this like music. Hold on, they play like this music, and
Yeah.
please hold. It's like an operator will come to you soon, and just hear this music.
Yeah, you're all just gonna be like, this ain't Pizza Hut, this ain't Domino's.
Hold one to talk to an operator. Hold two for it's just like what is
Alright,
going
now
on?
that all is done and dandy, any questions? We are holding a Q&A right now.
Yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask us.
Yes, they'll be right here.
Yeah, I'm putting music on to just vibe to.
Classical music.
No, I'm just Genshin Impact music. I don't play Genshin
Genshin.
Impact.
I don't play Genshin Impact too.
But
The
I
last
think
time I
Roswell
played it,
does, 'cause Roswell is-
my entire phone just crashed.
My plea song.
Yeah,
Wait, what the hell is a Klee?
I have no idea what a Klee is. What is a Klee? Can you explain to us, Roswell? What's a Klee?
I'm not that.
Yeah. So yeah.
You guys know about the... Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry?
Oh, never mind. Yeah. Do you guys know about the Travis Scott concert incident?
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, 9 people died if I'm not mistaken.
I thought
Yeah.
8. Oh, 9
Hey,
people. Wow.
it's eight. But few of them are injured.
Oh wow. Have you heard of the
Yeah,
Alec Baldwin accident?
Like,
Wait,
I
what
think
one?
Alec
I
Baldwin's
think
an actor, and during one of his they were shooting. I don't know. This is off topic, okay, guys. This is off topic, but he wait, hold on. Let me change the stream for a bit. Hold on. There you go. You can see our face again. But the Alec Baldwin incident. Apparently, he was shooting a film, and he was supposed to hold a gun, and apparently that gun was
it's real.
loaded.
Oh.
And then he shot some people, and they died. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, again, hey, this is also involving mental health. When someone, I feel like he might get PTSD from that, but because like taking one's life is quite traumatizing, and yeah.
Depending on what you think, how you think of it. Some people don't feel traumatic when they kill someone.
Yeah, I mean, it was an accident, but it was. I feel if it were me, I would feel incredibly traumatized from that point on. Like there wasn't much safety measures taken for with that gun, so like.
So there seems to be no questions.
Yeah,
Or
there
am
seems
I
to be no
missing?
questions. Only talking
Come
about
on, guys, don't be
Genshin.
shy. Just ask anything about us, about things, whatever.
Alright, if there's no questions, then I guess we can stop now.
Sure thing.
Sure.
We can stop in a happy tune. Just vibing.
How is this a happy tune?
I mean,
Tell me how.
it's cute.
What? What?
I mean, come on. You just feel like just vibing to it, man. Okay, we're going off topic again. Okay, so I guess that's the end of the stream. I'll be posting the hotline and therapy websites on our Facebook page, so you can go check it out if you want to. Yeah. So this is the Sentio Project. Make conversations on mental health more casual and chill. There's no need to be so like, ooh, mental health. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh. But it's
You
like,
kind of remind me of that meme that the table is broken.
oh no. Our table.
Mental health.
It's
Oh,
broken.
that was
It should
killing.
be. It should be. Oh no, our mental health is broken.
Oh no. So yeah, hopefully maybe you guys will be posting a video on this stream on YouTube. So if you want to show your friends like, hey, here's a stream of mental health, check it out. And yeah,
Yeah.
we will be posting that. So thank you all for coming for the stream.
Thank you.
You are loved.
Thank you.
You are appreciated.
You are loved. You are appreciated. You is beautiful. You is fine. You is smart.
You're using the wrong grammar for this.
I don't care. I don't care. So yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you. 谢谢. Arigato. Sorry, my
Oh, wow.
Richard Andes.
Okay, bye guys. Bye.
Bye.